Hi, it's Sarah with Paper Craft Junkie, and I just wanted to do a little craft with me video today. The sun was out, but my phone wasn't cooperating, so this is my third time trying to record this video. So let's hope this one works. This is the free junk journal that I am offering just so that you can try out a printable junk journal if you want to try one out. I also have some videos on how to sew it together on my channel, which I will link in the description as well. So this junk journal is a printable junk journal, so you just print it out double-sided on the pages, and then there are pages of ephemera also. There's a bunch more journaling cards and pockets and tags and I don't know, circles and all kinds of fun little things that you can decorate it with. So what do you do with a junk journal though, right? Like you have this little junk journal, and quite honestly, I have a ton of just blank ones, I will admit. But what I've been trying to do is kind of just practice some of my mixed media collage, because I'm a junk journaler, but I'd like to get more into mixed media as well. And so what I've been doing is just kind of experimenting a little bit with that, because obviously I've got the digital stuff, but the other stuff, I want to play with all of my paints and my stickers and all of that stuff too. So I thought that I would just play with you all and chat for a bit. So I have kind of organized it here. I have some papers that I have just decorated, or like this craft paper. I've just kind of, I keep this craft paper so that I don't have to worry about the table or what's underneath here. And then I can just kind of get paint all over it. And then I use that in my junk journals to decorate. I also, like these pages, I just took some printer paper and I put some acrylic paints on them, and then I will cut them up to use in my, as background pages in my my mixed media. This one is a book page that I have painted over the book page, just because it gives it, like, see, there's a little bit of background to it. This was a scrapbook sheet that I didn't necessarily like, so I painted over it with acrylic, and I did some stamping on it and cut it into little pieces. These, I splashed some white acrylic paint after I painted. Let's see, I think there's a book page on that. Yeah, so it's just fun to play with the different colors of acrylic paint, which acrylic paint I just get at like Michael's. It's pretty cheap. You can even find sales and stuff. And then you just kind of can cut it into little shapes, or I've got some, I used my circle punches to cut into circles as well, and just kind of put things together, right? Like I'm just kind of dropping it all here to see where I want it. I do want this pink. I did grab two different colors of pink, or two, actually they are, because I wanted to try to do a top and a bottom kind of brightness sticking out there. And then I also wanted to use some of the ephemera from the printable kit on this page. I want to scoot that over a little bit, I think. Scooch, scooch, scooch. What do we want here? What do you think? You can see this paper was just, I would stamp something, and then, you know, there's still ink on it, so then I would kind of stamp off onto a paper, and then I did some stencils and just practicing and playing. Quite honestly, some of this stuff does activate some of my more perfectionism, and that's what I'm trying to get past, is not be a perfectionist. Dude, do you hear the dog trying to get in? He was asleep. As soon as I shut the door, he woke up, and now he's going to try to kick the door down. So anyway, perfectionism, what I'm trying to do is get past the perfectionism with all of this, quite honestly. Right? Like, these are not perfect by any means. This is not perfect. This is a fun little stamp. And just kind of put things in different places and come back to it in a little bit and see if I want it to be, do I want more? No. See if I want to change it or add some words or, you know, write things on it or, I don't know, do more to it or just paint over it and start again. So I'm trying to get past some of that and just play with paper a little bit. And again, that perfectionism piece it's just paper. I just painted on paper. Like, this is not, it was a piece of printer paper. I can throw it away and I can get another piece. It's not going to, you know, the world is not coming to an end because I painted the wrong color or did something. So that's the piece I'm trying to get past, and just experiment. That's the piece also I would like to encourage y'all to just experiment. And if you want a journal to experiment in, then I have one of those for you to print out and practice on. You can see I've been using this one a lot. A piece of magazine that I use to put glue on, because I don't want glue on any of the papers. I do just use glue stick for this, and it's just kind of, right, again, wherever you want it, whatever you want it to look like, it's totally up to you. You can hate what I do, but as long as I like what I do, that's great. And as long as you like what you do, that's great. But I would say just playing around with paper, put some paint, watercolor, crayons, pencils, just try to make some fun little background. You can see I did some paint pens on this one too. It's got stamps and stencils and all kinds of things. And just play, just be a little creative. Just go back to not caring what people think or what you think even. Just put it together and be like, yeah, don't love that. But you might come back in a couple of days and you might love it. Or you might say, oh, you know what? It just needed this one more little thing, and then I will absolutely love it. And it will be so much fun. And you'll love it even more. And then you'll glue it down to another piece of paper that you didn't mean to glue it down to. Okay, I want this one over a little bit, I think, just so that it's not even with this piece here. I did have these, yeah, that's what I want. I want those there. But it's, right, like, how often do we just play? How often do we just try things? Not to be perfect, just to try them. You could cut pictures out of magazines. I decided I wanted to stamp on a book page, so that's what I did there. You can draw, you can write, you can not draw, not write, you can stamp, you can use whatever tools you have, whatever you want to do to make it what you want it to be. Okay, I'm getting there today. Look at that. It's also kind of fun to just turn on the TV and paint some papers. I need to cut these up. They're, are they dry? They're mostly dry. I'd like to make some darker pages too. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. See what else I can do here. Look at that. Look how cute he is. Those funny Tim Holtz birds. Yeah, just play, just experiment, and that's what I will keep doing too. And I will keep reminding both of us that it doesn't need to be perfect, that it just needs to be about having fun and being creative. And you know what? If we just keep doing this every day and we just keep trying and doing our best to play and experiment with things, then one day it will be exactly how it looks in your brain. It will come out onto the paper just like that. Okay, so hopefully you've had fun, and you, if you'd like a journal to experiment in, I will link to that where you can download that, and then you can continue just playing in the journal like I'm playing in the journal, and hopefully you have a great time. Okay, talk to you soon.